complete. Yeah, you know what? Let me tell you, everybody's a hip-hop critic, but all I want to know is really, what do you know? I've been blessing people with this deep voice, this moist, hoping you understand that my music's top choice. Cultures and nations are starting to see that hip-hop is crazily advanced.
Poetry fluently is flown in like water, mentally reshaping you just like the new world order. What's the cause and effect? When I write some good lyrics, it's the sound that you check. But no disrespect, but I question your intellect, thinking words don't matter, cause you can't comprehend, or the words built too fast, you need to listen in class. Cause the quality in C, son, will always the major ass, and every word that I write is seen in the universe twice. With the planets making sure that I'm nice, so open up your ears, that's my advice. Cause this price is right, but there are no wheels on this fortune. Words and Grammys will make you press your luck. So I don't care about a Grammy, rather flow for my mammy. So step back and catch this verbal jammy. Cause these skills is real, and it's time you learn the deal.
Hip Hop Forever, Incomplete, first album.
Whoa, whoa.
A little bit of verse 2, because it's nice.
But I let the anger go for some other mental pollution. But what I really mean is this. These is Bibles I deliver, working so hard that my hand starts to quiver. Shifting livers quick like Mickey Rivers. This cloud of smoke is the gift that I give you to your minder. I like kinda, but I prefer chocolate.
Alright, we're not gonna give you the whole second verse. Hip hop's been headed the wrong way, and plenty are precise in what they say.
Maybe their pockets, for us the history on racks. They'll be known as whack kids, stuck doing a verbal bid.
Woo!
You ain't safe, you getting tagged out, now you getting dragged out the back. And true hip hop is what you lack. To tell you the truth, all your cats are just whack.
What's the deal? How you guys doing? It's Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology, and we are live in effect.
Here's your mocktail after
Oh.
you spit those lines.
Oh my God!
You get the mocktail with the orange slice.
The missus is here
All right,
with the orange slice.
Hello,
All
Maddie.
right.
How you doing? And Faction 24. Ooh, are you new? Hey, Hope, how are you?
I think they are new. Faction 20.
20.
Share your big three.
Big three, please.
How you guys doing? This has been maybe one of my busiest weekends ever.
Yes, it has.
Friday night. I mean, I've probably had busier, but
it's been a while.
It's been a long time. Friday night, I had my mini astrological coffee talk with Eric, teaching on the midheaven signs, which was really fun and amazing. Saturday, I was at Missy's Mysteries all day here in Scottsdale doing live astrology readings. Met some amazing people, caught up with a new friend and an old friend, people from out of town. Shout out to Jules Jupiter. I met her in person. And then today, dun, 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 as Ice Cube said, to quote one of my favorite Negro poets, today was a good day. My first official paid public speaking appearance. Didn't know it was going to be that, but that's what it turned into at the International Association Near Death Studies, IAM's Peoria monthly meeting. I shared and presented my NDE, my near-death experience story. It was so much fun. It was awesome. Wifey was there. Now, we got to edit it and stuff, but she did record it and may share it on my website and maybe even here on YouTube. But just the beginning of so much more to come. And so I just feel honored. People were so nice and kind, but it was just great sharing my journey. You know, I've done it on over probably 25 podcasts now, but it's different when it's in person. And last summer, I did it in person, but I was on a panel of 3 people sharing my ND story. And this time it was just me, all by myself.
Yes, we had a little over 30 people.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
We're dipping our toe in that, but I want him to start doing more and more of these because I think that he has the potential to just really inspire a lot of folks.
But also, check my website, right, my media page, because I am available for, corporate office, team building, helping people, looking at Chiron, Mercury, Moon, different things, private parties, radio shows, podcasts, television shows, and whatever you can imagine, right? And obviously I can speak on a myriad of topics, mainly astrology, relationships, NDEs, and more. Okay.
And so we also have Jenny Ophiuchus.
Woo!
I'm probably
She's
butchering
new.
that name.
Well,
that's
that's the 13th sign, Ophiuchus, between Sagittarius and Scorpio. So Jenny,
There
okay,
you go. Did
so
I
she's
say
deep.
it right?
I think you kind of did. I don't know how to pronounce it because
Oh.
it's like, but Ophiuchus or Ophiuchus, yeah, it's like. But anyway,
And
welcome. Share your big
Hope
three.
says congratulations.
Thank you so much, Hope.
And everybody's giving us love. And yes, I do love him. Faction, that is true. And congratulations on your new venture. This was the first of many, many, many.
Yeah.
And
It
so
was
that
awesome.
was from Jenny. And
Thank you, Jenny. And welcome to the channel.
Thank you, Cozy Environment. Yes.
Make sure you guys subscribe. You new people, everybody here, hit like. But Jenny and Faction, share your big three tonight on episode 338. And I got a busy week. I'm live 4 days this week. I had to do it tonight because I was just so excited for the weekend and I'm tired. And I don't mind being tired and chilling with you guys because you perk me up and wake me up. And I want to also close the chapter properly on Taurus season and the Taurus birth chart sale, which doesn't just end tomorrow. No, I'm going to extend it to the 20th because the sun moves into Gemini on the 20th, but part of the day is Taurus. So the Taurus birth chart sale, sun, moon risings, natal, solar return, secondary progression. It's 206. Email me, eric@BigEAstrology.com. If you got a Taurus sun, moon rising, there's your time. Normally 250 down to 206. Or if you want the custom video summary, the 30-minute Q&A, transits, and more, that's 350, only 305. Email me. And Geminis, you guys start on the 20th on Tuesday. Okay?
So Faction and Jenny, please give your big three.
If you want to share,
break it down.
I'll break it down. I'll give you a free reading.
Please feel free.
And so we're talking about the Taurus-Gemini Cusp. They are smooth communicators. Smooth communicators. So I'm the MC. She's the singer. But the Taurus-Gemini Cusp, the cusp of energy, usually from the 19th to the 23rd, but we're coming off a leap year. So this year is from the 18th to the 22nd. It's a 5-day orb. No shade or hate on other astrologers, but it's not 7 to 9 days. It just switches each year. But it's a 5-day orb, 28 degrees, 29, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Jenny has given us.
All right, Jenny, I love it.
So Gemini rising.
Oh, then you better take advantage of the birth chart sale come Tuesday, Jenny.
Sagittarius sun. Sorry about that.
Okay,
I don't know how to say Sagittarius.
She does. She's the Sag moon, if she remembers. You do know?
I'm finally.
You got that in the head?
Yes.
Okay, good. Sagittarius.
It's taken me a while.
7th house.
And Virgo moon.
Whoa, you're the mutable lady. The Virgo moon in the 4th house. Okay. Well, we have a Gemini rising sun. With the Virgo moon in the 4th house, mom could have been a little overcritical sometimes, Jenny. Not that she wasn't a good mom. Mom and you are very intuitive. You connect to nature and could both work in things of like healing or financial advising, accounting, but anything where you are being observant, precise, and really detailed. Remember, retire from negative self-talk. That's no longer your job, Jenny. Be kind to yourself. Virgo moons, you can feel the intuitive powers you have. It's in your gut, in your belly. When you feel that, those rumblings, stumblings, pay attention to it because Virgo moon is the most intuitive moon. Could be really good into nursing, or you could be a master at HR. The Sag sun in the 7th house, you light up when you're in the marketplace and in relationships. You need a lot of communication. And you need freedom and adventure. Sagittarius is the bachelorette sign, and Virgo is the 2nd. So between your sun and your moon, you might be single, darling, but doesn't mean you can't find long-lasting love. And maybe you're already married, but Sagittarius and Virgos, it may take them a little time. Now, with the Sagittarius sun in the 7th house, you could do really well in the marketplace with business and finance, but you may also be in education and you're smart as a whip, or even into biology, hence Virgo moon, health, nutrition, nurse, stuff like that. So let me know. And you're a natural writer and messenger, and you've got a lot to communicate. And you're going through major transformations with Pluto in your 9th house until 2044. So you may transform a lot, even getting into mentoring and teaching, going back to school, or maybe getting more into the esoteric occult knowledge and astrology.
And so Hope said, you already know Cancer sun, Gemini rising, and Cap moon.
That's right, girl.
Okay.
That's Hope, yeah.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I think is that Hope?
That's
and
Hope.
Then Jenny said, I'll be seeing you come on the 20th. What are you doing on the 20th again?
You'll be seeing me come
That's
on
Jenny saying that. What are you doing on the 20th?
On the 20th? I don't know. But you going to see me on the 20th?
What do you mean? I'm sorry, Jenny. What do you mean by that? Oh, I'll be seeing you come the 20th. Anyways, let us know, because we're not quite following, but we want to know.
Yeah, actually on the 20th, which is what, Wednesday? No, Thursday?
Oh, that's Tuesday.
Tuesday. No, but I don't know. I'm doing on the 20th, but on the 21st, I'm recording a podcast. It will be out later with Laura Bruno this week. Ask Laura Bruno. And I will be live tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, with Brittany Smith.
Oh, I thought you, okay.
Right.
When are you doing Amanda Romania?
Amanda Romania is the Wednesday, the 21st. And so Brittany at 3 p.m. on Monday, Amanda Romania, an Egyptologist, Akashic Records reader, on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Thursday, live from Missy's Mysteries, her metaphysical shop, I will be interviewing Missy on Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern, live, 10 a.m. Pacific. So 3, 8, 1 Eastern. Yeah. Okay.
Guys, he's got some really, really, really.
And they're all Arizona people, so it's going to be cool.
Brittany has a lot of health. She is like
certified holistic.
She's a registered nurse.
Yep.
So she's got the Western side of stuff, and she is a certified holistic coach. And
she's about getting mind, body, and spirit all aligned.
She brings both of those together. So she'll have some very good practical information for you. Amanda Romania, we met her a couple of years ago. I met her more than he did. And I spoke to her, and I really loved her then. And I picked up her Akashic Record oracle cards. And I'm not a huge oracle card or tarot person in general, but I started using her cards, and I just find them so incredibly fascinating and helpful. And
she does tours to Egypt. She's got one already booked out in 2026.
She has been an Egyptologist.
She's amazing.
And she doesn't just do Egypt. I should say she's her main focus is on Egypt, and she does these tours. Her tour for 2026 is already sold out.
She does Akashic Records reader and an intuitive.
Yes, and she was down here. She lives in Sedona. She was down here in Scottsdale, and she was meeting with, and the name is going to escape me, but like a very famous Egyptologist that like a lot of people know. She's been doing this stuff for over 20 years, but she also does just sacred site trips. So she does the Stonehenges and the different sacred places around the world, but Egypt is her main focus. She's really, really amazing. You don't want to miss the knowledge.
It's going to be a great interview. So remember, Brittany, 1 p.m. on Monday, Amanda, 8 p.m. I'm talking about Eastern, 8 p.m. Wednesday, and Thursday, 1 p.m. Missy's Mysteries.
And so Jenny cleared it up. What she was talking about was the start
of the Gemini sale. Yes. Okay. Please hit me up, Jen.
I just didn't quite.
You can, if you want to book it, you can book it today, so that way I can get you on the calendar, because the sale starts, but I'm already getting booked out a couple of weeks in advance. So please don't hesitate. You can shoot me an email tonight after the show or whatever. Thank you for coming, and it's a pleasure meeting you.
And our girl Cassiopeia is back. We haven't seen you in a hot
Cassiopeia.
minute.
Oh my God.
Cassiopeia.
I know the name, but it's been a long time.
It has been a
while. How are you? Welcome back.
She said, hey, good to see you again. Happy Taurus-Gemini season. And she's congratulating you on your speaking engagement.
Thank you so much. It was really fun.
Yeah.
So let me start.
And she's gonna check out the podcast.
Yes, and did
we have
for,
that. We
for
have
net,
not,
what was the
no.
first name?
Faction 24.
Faction
When
20.
that person's ready,
Faction
they'll give us their
24.
big
Give me
three.
some more. I need your big three so I can bring the mighty Thor knowledge from outside of my gut. That intuition that will tell you what's up. So Taurus-Gemini Cusp, 5-day, or you kind of like that, right? 5-day orb.
You're so silly.
5-day orb. Taurus, the fixed earth sign ruled by Venus, and Gemini, the mutable air sign ruled by Mercury. Just a few examples, right? Marvelous, Marvin Hagler, Malcolm X, my cousin Karis, Notorious B.I.G., and Busta Rhymes. Okay, so these people, think of Taurus. This is actually one of the best cusps out there. I mean, you can't be biased because every cusp is great, but no. This one, they're amazing orators. Think of Malcolm X. Think of Christopher Wallace. But think of Busta. Can't downplay Busta. But what it is that they have the initiating of the masculine mutable air sign in Gemini, the cleverness, the wittiness, the wordplay. But then it gets smoothed out with the Taurus being determined, fixed, grounded, practical, right? Artistic, creative, sensual. I mean, that really describes those 3 men and really those 4 men, you know what I mean? But really, I think about Biggie and Busta, you know what I mean? You really get that from them. And even Malcolm, because Malcolm was so eloquent with his words and speeches, one of the greatest orators we probably in world history. But there's this authoritative energy that you get from the Taurus, and then Gemini like kind of humanizes it and makes it like real local around the way, right? And that's what you felt from Biggie. That's what you feel from Busta. Busta feels like that crazy cousin that at the barbecue, he's always like, oh, yeah, and all wild. He's like, whoa, don't drink too much, but always fun. And then Biggie is kind of like that, just like that smooth, kind of quiet in the cut, clever, witty dude that's got mad jokes on everybody. You know what I mean? And that is the Taurus-Gemini cusp. They are very artistic, very clever. These are people who can be great writers, public speakers. They can have their own restaurant. They can get into painting, designing. They can be great DJs, musicians. It's a very creative cusp. One of the most creative cusps when you're mixing those two together.
Okay. So.
Yes.
Guinea. It's not Jenny. It's Guinea.
Guinea.
And he is a gentleman, not a woman.
Okay.
I am so sorry.
Guinea. What's up, Guinea Star?
Yes. So thank you. Sorry about that. And then, gosh, you just down that so quickly. We do the mocktail, so it's not like he's gonna be burning his throat.
Yeah, we don't drink. I don't drink anymore.
Yeah, this has
alcohol shrinks the brain.
Reishi mushrooms in it. We're at the age where we're drinking things with reishi mushrooms and
we're drinking stuff.
L-cyanide.
We're drinking stuff to make you more better, not to make you worse.
But okay, so I'm sorry about this. It says so it's Guinea, like in Lamborghini.
I like that,
and Guinea. I like that. They have to have dreams. We want that Lamborghini. Although you know what, we have a neighbor who recently. He has a Lamborghini and he's getting rid of it because he says with all these big trucks, they don't see him. And he's had like people almost like run over him. Like, and I'm like, that's why I tell my kids on their bikes, these big car driving folks don't see you. You better make sure you make the eye contact or you don't know. But anyways, let me, Faction 24 said, I was taught the Vedic system.
That's okay.
Which he uses bits.
I use principles of the Vedic. I'm a Western tropical astrologer. I use the whole sign system. It's my opinion, but most astrologers use it's more ancient and it's definitely more accurate. I mean, definitely more ancient, and I feel it's more accurate. But I use principles of evolutionary astrology and the Vedic. So just give me your big three anyway. Yeah.
I'm assuming you're a gentleman. Am I going to be like wrong?
Wrong. 0 for 2.
Am I going to be 0 for 2?
0 for 2.
I think you're a gentleman, but you'll let me know. And then it says, I'm a Libra ascendant, Taurus sun, Aries moon.
Libra ascendant. that Aries moon in the 7th, right? And that Taurus sun in the 8th. That's why you're here. You could be really connected to gems, crystals, and herbs, ancient oils like doTERRA. Really remember, Taurus sun moon risings are attracted to you. With the Libra rising, don't get always pulled in with that Aries energy in the 7th house, because you may be attracted to it, someone that's more initiating, assertive, or aggressive, but it's not always the best. You may need some more water or earth energy for a relationship, but I have to know your Jupiter, Venus. I need to know your gender, your Juno, all that stuff. But, you definitely watch out for being an impulsive shopper, and you could jump into things head first. Like, oh yeah, I want to sign that contract. I want to get that deal. I want to buy that new car. Slow down, play like brand nubian and slow down. And remember, Saturn's coming to your 7th house on May 24th, right around the corner. Okay. And that's going to create, like, you literally could get in trouble if you don't pause before you react. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me finish my.
So, I am so sorry, faction.
She gets very
I just
eager.
See all these comments
I know,
coming in.
but she doesn't understand. Patience is a virtue.
Patience.
Just because you guys type doesn't mean we have to jump on every line right away.
I'm all for making
I'm
everybody.
I'm
want you to feel seen and heard.
You are seen and heard on my channel, because most channels people don't even read your comments. Okay, but she easy gal.
I see you, Mama Miss.
I'm trying to train her.
I see you, Rose Jefferson. Mark Matthews.
What? Rose Jefferson, Mark Matthews, and Mama Miss. Salute. So now, what was in the 8th house? Was it Taurus sun or Taurus moon?
Taurus sun.
Yeah. So that moon, you could get into arguments in relationships and your partnerships. Okay, especially if it's between 0 and 13 degrees. Explosive. So just be easy. And the Taurus sun in the 8th. You need to spend time connecting to Gaia, Mother Earth. Hopefully you did that yesterday and today with the Sun-Uranus conjunction. We should have all been outside spending time in nature. I did a little bit, but I've been indoors making things happen, busy. But yeah, and the Libra rising, you are symmetrically equal, upper torso, lower torso, face, probably, and people see you as someone, you're very Venusian. So people see you as charming and pleasant and harmonious. Right? They're not always going to sense the Taurus and the Aries, but they're going to feel like, fraction is a Libra, bringing the fairness, the action, the harmony, and peace. Sometimes you could be the belly in the beast, hair grease. Don't rock a fleece, sweater, I spit it better. Lyrically on the microphone, I deserve way more cheddar. Read.
He's so demanding. Anyways, Amina's here, and she says,
Amina? She's new. Greetings. I don't know her.
I know.
Hi, Amina. Welcome. Eric Taylor.
Please give your big 3.
Share your big 3. Nice to meet you.
And Guinea has said, isn't Busta Taurus late degree and big early Gemini degree?
Yes, so that makes them the Taurus-Gemini Cusp. It's a 5-day orb. You're only ever one sign, Taurus or Gemini. But when you are between the 5-day orb, 18th to the 22nd this year, and many years 19th to the 23rd, you will have the energy of both. Remember, the Mercury could be in Taurus or Gemini, right? If you're a Gemini, the Mercury can be in Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, or if you're a Taurus sun, the Mercury could be Aries, Taurus, or Gemini. And then Venus is only ever going to be 60 degrees apart. So, you have the energy and you'll feel the energy of both. But yes, they're either 29 degrees, right? Taurus, or 28, or 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Of Gemini. So yeah, you're on the cusp, but you are one sign. But people will tell you when they're born on the cusp, they feel both energies. It's strong, especially 29-0. Okay.
And then let me see now. Cassiopeia said Taurus, Gemini, the transition between fixed star Algol and the fixed star Pleiades.
Yeah, but also right now, Sedna. Bless you. Salute. Sedna's in Gemini. And that is actually bringing up more food, consciousness, knowledge, information from under the oceans. It's the grandmother goddess energy. A few months back, they found some pyramids off the coast of Japan. Mermaids are coming back in effect, into place in the house. and new forms of algae, seaweed, things like that. And I learned some new thing about algo connected to Medusa, which is really connected to, I think, an ancient African goddess. Yeah. So, but one thing I like about Taurus-Gemini Cusp too, they will initiate in a very, if you've ever seen, I don't know if I've seen both of those gentlemen live in concert, Busta and Biggie, and there is this presence, right? That with their wit and humor, they're gonna be kind of like very just like boom. Taurus is like stable. You know what I mean? Think of Taurus as like that solid foundation, that great piece of furniture in your home, that solid wood chair. That's Taurus. That's why the moon is exalted in Taurus, because it's the first earth sign, the foundation. They pour down the cement. It's like, bow, give me the money, give me the bag, Wu-Tang, blue and cream for the children. So it's a great energy and a great cusp. And by the way, don't sleep on Busta first two albums, Leaders of the New School. You may know about the first, but do you know about the second? Very, very underrated. Shout out to Dinko D and Charlie Brown. So yeah, I love the energy, and I love the mixed energy of it, right? You're dealing with mutable and fixed. You're dealing with earth and air. So their communication is very solid, and it's more than stable. What's the word? It's constant, right? It just like, think about Biggie's flow, think of Busta's flow. Two different flows. Gemini, with Busta, you feel a little bit more of the Gemini energy, and with Biggie, you feel a little bit more of the Taurus energy. But both kind of like smooth but clever and witty. Both very funny. Okay, and Taurus is really connected to a lot of leadership and military. So that comes with Hagler with that fist, like, bow, I'll knock you into 2040. Okay. So we're going to get to the Gemini Moon in a second. So any other questions or any other thoughts about this cusp? Any of you guys have it?
Now, let me see. Cassiopeia said, I think James Brown is one too.
Oh, is he? I can't remember his birthday. Is he like coming up soon? It's around today. Like today starts the cusp.
And Mark Matthews.
What's up, Mark Matthews?
Peace, family. Peace to you,
What's up,
Mark.
fam? Mark, when am I going to meet you? You going to come to Coffee Talk? You're going to get a chart reading, something, man.
And then Rose
Hope
Jefferson.
you're doing good. Hey, Rose.
Good evening.
Oh, how could I not announce it? Wifey will be making a graphic tomorrow. I'll do the video. You'll see it on my community page. You guys, make sure you go to my, it used to say community. Now it's under post to the right of playlist, right on the homepage. And that's where I put up my different services and sales and offerings. And I've got, I don't do this all the time. I've done it maybe 3 times in 3 years of doing the coffee talks, but this one's special.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a 3rd coffee talk in the month of May, Saturday, May 31st, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, 75 minutes, $15. I'm reading the natal birth chart of Miss Beyonce Knowles. Aries rising, Virgo sun in the 6th house, Scorpio moon in the 8th, Libra stellium, right? Astrologers went crazy towards the end of April. It was released that I think in her mother's book or something, her official birth time. People thought she could have been a Libra, Virgo, Scorpio rising. No. Wrong. Aries rising. Aries and Pisces are the 2 most rare rising signs. Aquarius is the most rare sun sign. Virgo is the most common sun sign. The most common date, thank you, Lloyd Strayhorn, for dropping that on me, September 9th, our oldest son's birthday.
Yeah.
So there you go.
A lot of babies are born on that day.
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, this Beyonce thing, it's interesting. I'm just trying to figure out, why did they choose to release her birthday now?
What do you guys think? Why do you think
the exact time and all that
what
stuff?
could be going on? Do you think that they would want to reveal her birth chart and her time now?
She's been in the public space for a long time. Why all of a sudden now? Anyways, let me see now. We've got Guinea says, "What gone, General? What you know?
What gone?
What gone, General?
Yeah, man.
So he's better than I am, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I was born in New York, but he was raised in, I moved all
She's
over
a
the
Cali
place.
girl.
I'm a Cali girl. I don't know all that. And then, although I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50, anyways, Mama Miss said, hey, Taylors, what's going on, y'all?
So, Mama.
Hey to you,
Mama
too.
was there Friday night. We had a good time.
I'm enough of a New York girl, but I was Long Island. So he was city. I was Long Island.
Now, listen, don't get me started. Now, I won't diss Long Island.
Don't diss Strong Island.
EPMD, Public Enemy.
Hello.
Leaders of the New School. Rakim, Little Long Island, Brooklyn, but mainly Brooklyn. But I mean, a lot of great artists came out of Long Island. So I'm not going to diss Long Island. But it's not the 5 boroughs. I'm thorough like the borough
that I'm from.
The place where they named it twice because lyrically we're more than nice and so precise. I'm from the city where it's gritty. Don't let me get Mike Schmitty. Hit it out the park like I was born in Philly. Illy on the MIC. I could spit all day and make it silly like Mickey Mouse, B. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Read.
will. Read.
You don't know about Harlem? The Israelites. Read.
Yes, the Black Israelites, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't know, go look them up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Anyways, Faction says, "Yeah, I'm a man." Thank you. See, I'm
one,
batting
1 for 2.
So that's 50-50, which would be a very good batting average, would it not?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to look.
And let's go Yankees. We're playing the Mets right now. Hopefully we're winning. We were up 2-1. And the Thunder won today. Thunder and Timberwolves. I got to surprise you guys. Thunder will be at home. I think it's time for Ant-Man to just lay it down and be like, yes, I am Michael Jordan's son. And I think Minnesota's going to win in 6 games. And you already know my New York Knicks. We're going to beat the Pacers in 6 games. Could be 5 or 7, but I'm going to say 6. We'll go to Indiana, wrap it up, and bring the food home, bring the plate back home, and get it done. And then you're going to have the 2 teams that traded in the offseason, the Timberwolves and the Knicks, and the chip. Oh, my goodness. And if we win...
Can we get back to the astrology?
Quiet. If we win, I am flying to New York for the parade. I've waited my whole life for this.
Yes, this is a big deal.
This is a big deal.
They have not won since 1973.
And I was only 2 years old when they won. Go ahead.
Let's see. So Hope said that she's a Gemini sun, Gemini rising, Sagittarius moon, and Vedic. So now I'm confused because I know that Placidus has like stuff where things are, different.
No,
Vedic different?
Vedic, it goes back a sign. So like I'm a Scorpio rising, and Vedic, they have me as a Libra rising, but I'm still a Virgo sun. So yeah, sometimes certain placements will change and certain ones won't. It all depends on the date and the degree. Because Vedic is actually following the constellations, where Western Tropical is more along with the solstices and the equinoxes.
And I knew that, but I didn't realize that I knew it changed.
So I believe, if I remember,
it changed your placement.
It can, not always. Okay. I believe it's 21 degrees off the constellation and the so Vedic to Western. I believe it's like 21 degrees off. And it could vary to each sign. I just don't remember. Okay.
And then Cassiopeia said, I'm a draconic Aries moon.
Oh, okay. So Aries moon, but what degree? Because see, the Aries moon, you guys, 0 to 13, the lunar mansion behind it is the South Node. They're a little bit more explosive. If they don't get deep into their spiritual practice, they can be extremely low vibrational. From 13, I think 0.4 to like 26 or something. It's the Venus lunar mansion. These Aries moons are more focused on the bag and the love. And it could be Aries moon or sun, right? And then after that, it gets into the lunar mansion is the sun, where Aries is exalted, and that's like the last 3.5 degrees, okay? So, but in general, I love, just to wrap it up, and we'll go to the Gemini moon. The Taurus-Gemini energy is really fun and it's great. And I'm excited for entering Gemini season. Our 15-year-old is about to turn 16. Time flies. And then June 30th, we celebrate 17 years of marriage. That's crazy, Lucy. And some people thought we wouldn't freaking last a year.
Yes, people
We had
told
some
him.
doubters.
They were like, dude, how you getting married in under a year? You barely have girlfriends that last a year. Well, haha. Jokes on them. Anyway,
And we joke. I was like, she's my longest girlfriend.
I am. We talk about, and Cassiopeia said a draconic Libra rising. So you're both of those things.
Libra,
I have a draconic Aries moon and a draconic
yeah,
Libra rising.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a different chart setup. Yeah, okay, that's cool.
And then Faction 24 said, I'm gratefully, and I'm in the Bronx, and you know it gets crazy in a hot second. Oh,
you're
yes.
in the BX? I used to teach at the BX.
He used to teach there.
Yeah, off of 219.
When we were dating, every morning he'd call me from the, what was it, the
and my cousins, the two trade. My cousins from Gun Hill Road. So I used to always be up Skate Key. I used to always be up in the BX. So yeah. And my studio, my producer, TME Studios, Fred Ones in the BX. Okay, Dominicano. Yeah, and you know the Bronx Bombers, baby. That's all it is. You know, Reggie Jacks, Mickey Rivers, Chris Chandler's, Bucky Dent, Jeter and the boys, Mariano. Don't get me started. So, Gemini Moon. Okay, we got another comment question.
Let me go check something real quick, but I'll just do something real quick. Give me 1 second. Cassiopeia said, "Oh snap! That's next week, May 24th."
Yes, Saturn goes into Aries. Yes.
And then Read My Lips is here. Hello,
what up, Read My Lips?
And Nicholas Noel said, "Blessings, everyone."
Nicholas Noel. I feel like they've been here before, but I'm not sure. You know, share your big three. But we're gonna talk about it. Now remember, with Gemini season, the sale is 206 and 305. Gemini Sun Moon Rising. Like I got the sale price now, the same for everybody, so nobody feels gypped out. Years ago and even last year, I used to, base it on the numerology. Now it's either 206 or 305. But the chart reading live is gone from 65 to now 90 minutes. So you get everything. You get the recording. You get videos of your planetary placements. You get the chart. And you get the best breakdown. I don't just do astrology, basic, just nuts and bolts. Extremely intuitive, psychological, spiritual. We work on reprogramming the subconscious mind, creating a dream book, positive affirmations, and healing your inner child. You know what I mean? I take this very serious. I've been doing it for millennia. And I help to form the constellations of the zodiac and all that stuff, okay? So back in the Lyra Vega days. So I get deep with it. Okay.
And then let's see. Cassiopeia said, I have Mars in Algol in the 7th house. Descendant.
How are those relationships?
In Algol. I dodged that Sun and Uranus in Algol and Kazemi volatile shock. I'm grateful.
Okay. But how in general, with the Mars conjunct Algo in the 7th house. So you're a Scorpio rising? Me too. So, the energy has been wild. Even on that full moon, it was hitting my natal Saturn and stuff like that. So it's been an intense few weeks. I don't know how you guys have been doing after the Scorpio full moon.
Hope is saying she can feel the cusp energy, Gemini and Cancer cusp.
Yeah.
And is that like this crazy crap we've been going through? Or no?
No. That's based on her birthday. She's just born during that cusp. What we've been going through is the Scorpio full moon, the veil,
full moon stuff.
The veil is super thin, M-class, S-class solar flares.
It's been the stressful thing.
And then also it's just been, it's about even the frequency and the numerology, right, of May, of 5, a lot of change, right? Sometimes bringing in some chaos, but, what we have to understand and really understand, you guys, is that after this full moon, there's no turning back. You got to say goodbye to the old ways, old structures and systems for yourself and the world, right? Lot's wife, turning to stone. Don't yearn, turning around, yearning for the old system. That's like really wanting Sodom and Gomorrah. And you got to say goodbye to it. Political, financial, entertainment. Adios, it's all gone. We're going to build new systems, bigger and better, stronger and much faster.
And here's the thing with that, is that when we're looking back, we are maintaining those connections. Think of it as strings from the past that are connecting from the past to where you are now. And if you're trying to get
Where
through,
you're trying to go.
let's say you're trying to go through one of those revolving doors. If you've got those strings back there, you're going to get all caught up and you're going to get stuck in the door.
Caught up.
I know the song,
Caught
but
up. Usher.
oh, Usher, yeah, I was gonna say.
Caught
Except
up.
it's.
I can't front. Now listen. There's things to criticize
No,
him,
I'm not
but that
criticizing
album.
him.
No. But let me say that album. I forget the name of
I
it
was
now.
kind of criticizing his singing, but I wasn't criticizing Usher.
Whoa. E.T. phone and send her home. That's not. You see how this is called. No, it seems like it's over the computer. Wait. I'm gonna say this. No.
Blame it on the mocktail.
No, this ain't no T-Pain. It's to them it sounds like marital abuse almost, right? Yeah, yeah. I know. Want to give me a virtual hug, right? But listen.
I'll give you a hug. You want a hug?
No, I don't want no hug from you.
You don't want a hug?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No. See, but it's okay. But hopefully you guys spend time in nature this weekend with the Sun-Uranus conjunction. What is that? Who is that?
I don't know.
Go turn that off. What child left?
Oh, that's
Turn it off.
Jackson's annoying something about it.
Get it out of here.
Okay, but why are you interrupting?
And calling, yeah.
Podcast because silliness. Okay. Here you go.
What was that about? Is he going to church?
I don't know.
Oh, close the door.
That is the way.
But who was that calling? That's Jackson.
That was
William's phone? Oh my gosh, that was. Woo! See, teenage kids.
And William's phone, when the name came up, because it was Jack calling him, came up Jack annoying. See, this is what it's like having
brothers.
We have 4 sons total. 3 are still in the house, and it's like just this constant.
That's the name he wrote.
We're
annoying. That's funny, but it's
forever like that. Okay, let's okay. So Cassiopeia, yes. Sedna, interesting, yes.
Yeah, no, Sedna's deep, yeah. And depending on when you were born in your chart, it was probably in Taurus, but now it's in Gemini. And so, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's really going to be fascinating. And I think we're going to really find out with Uranus and Gemini, at least by 2033, we should know everything what's beyond the ice wall in the North Pole. The extra continents, right? The dome, the firmament, all this stuff. We gonna know. All right.
So let's see. We've got
personality.
Faction said ELL or ELE is my favorite Buster album.
Oh yeah, that's that.
And that was the name of the album. Was ELE?
Yeah, it was Eternal Life Emergency or Emergency. So I forgot what it was. But,
okay.
She acted like she know you. Why
listen,
do you even question it? You have no clue.
I'm. That's why I'm asking. I'm like, that's an interesting name. ELE.
No, but it was abbreviation. Yeah.
I know.
No,
I was
it
gonna
was
say,
dope
I think
though.
the abbreviation part I remember. Anyways, Mama Miss said that Janet Jackson is May 16th.
Yes, she's a Taurus. Yeah, not on the
And
cusp.
Cher, Malcolm X are Taurus-Gemini Cusp.
Yes, Cher's on the cusp too. Yeah, I forgot about her. And just so you guys know, I link it down below in the description, my Taurus-Gemini Cusp video, but my second one, that only has like 400 or 500 views. So go watch it and like and comment. My other one, I'm like the top astrologer in the world. It's like 7.2 thousand.
E. Claybrook is back.
What up, E. Claybrook?
How you doing, girl? Is that a girl?
It's
That's a guy. Oh shucks! I'm
1
down.
for 3. She's
I'm 1
see
for
wait.
3.
You know it's funny though.
Oh, no.
She loves to be loud and wrong.
I do. It does.
Hey, sweetie girl.
But it's all in
as
love.
the young kids would say.
Listen,
The young kids would say to mom, "Airball."
I don't even think they would say that.
Yes,
because
they would.
I think that is like an older saying.
No, the kids say it all the
They
time.
say airball right now.
Yeah,
I don't hear the kids say that.
Yeah, you just not around. They just you just airballed.
I did.
Yep.
Okay, sorry about that, E.
Sorry.
I should have known. I'm
Claymore.
so sorry. So that makes me like 33% now.
Yeah, but that's still good in baseball.
Still good in baseball.
Other sports, you're out of the league.
Okay,
In baseball,
I'm gonna try
you're
and
still
make
playing.
it up. I'm gonna try and make it up. It says they wanted first dibs on her chart, or it could. Oh yes, asking about Beyonce, or it could be potentially altered. Maybe she's someone really powerful that returned.
Ooh, honey. So this is what you're thinking? Why they're releasing it now? I think they're releasing it now because of just all the stuff that's about to go down.
But
And
how
let
would
me
that-
let me finish.
Okay, finish.
talking. And that there's about to be a separation, right?
Right, but what?
Because
would
even on her
that-
tour, he's been cut out of a lot of the pictures.
But what would that? Okay, who cares? They separate. They get whatever. At this point, there was a time where I was invested in Jay-Z and Beyonce's marriage. I'm not anymore. Anyway, if
I'm just
they
giving
were
you a
to
thought,
get
a potential, yeah.
separated, what would releasing her birth date now and time and all that now?
I
do?
think maybe there's, that
Are they
can-
wanting us to see the more human side of her?
yes, and maybe choose her side and seeing where maybe she was manipulated based on the chart. I don't know.
Is that? Oh, I don't know. Has that?
Yeah.
Have you seen that sort of?
I won't tell. And
Oh.
you'll find out if you come to Coffee Talk on May 31st.
Okay. And then Mama Miss said Mariah Carey is from Long Island. Yes. See, there
Yeah.
are some good people
Oh, yeah,
from
there's
Long
plenty of people
Island.
from Long Island. But
And-
she's not from the city.
I'm not from the city, but
She's
you
not
know,
gritty.
my little claim to fame is that I was
Chuck D.
yes
used to babysit.
yes. So his father
she-
and my father were
Go
very
get
good
the PE
friends.
jacket. Go
You
show
want
him the
me to
PE jacket. Go get the
you want me-
PE
I don't-
jacket. Come on. Get the PE
Get the
jacket.
PE jacket.
We talking hip
Oh
hop.
my God.
We're talking Long
Oh my
Island.
gosh.
She got the PE. Her father and Chuck D's father were close friends. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and, it's just kind of cool, just like how my dad and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar were close friends. So Kareem came to the crib. I was like a 6-year-old boy looking up at 7'1" Kareem. It was kind of crazy.
So let me see here now.
Come around the right
See
way.
here now.
Well, show it to him, not necessarily on.
Well,
Okay.
listen, they gotta see.
Okay.
So we got the jacket. We got my name on here. We've got the get out of my way. We got the big PE. We got the arm. We got the back. There's like about.
Wait. Come in a little closer.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Oh.
Yeah. It's a custom jacket, and then
So this
show
jacket.
them your name again.
Yes, my name. So this jacket is one. I think they had made somewhere between 4, maybe 6 of these. Because when Chuck was going to start his rap style
you could sit
clothing
down
line,
and
which he
talk.
did start, but I think he kind of got out of that. It wasn't as lucrative or whatever. Maybe they didn't. I don't know what the reason why they stopped doing it. But this was going to be something that they were going to feature. And they only made a few as samples, and they decided to go with a different style of jacket.
Yeah, because they made a lot of
So,
PE clothes. They
I
sold
got
a
to
lot.
have one. And
You guys remember
they
when we used to
customized
rock
it for
PE
me.
and the S1Ws, and she met Griff before too.
Oh yeah, he was out here.
She met him actually out in
Anyway,
Arizona.
Yeah, funny enough.
So let's get to the Gemini
But
Moon.
and with that, I might have met him at the Apollo. I mean, I met a bunch of them at the Apollo. Anyways,
Oh, back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, let me go on. Let's see. What do we have
And
here?
Griff's tiny. She was telling me, like, was he shorter than you or about your height? Griff.
I want to say about my height.
Yeah.
Anyways, let me see now. Blah, 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 blah.
Do any of you guys have the Gemini Moon?
And then faction has little ants. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe I'm you know what happens is we wait a little while. It's been a while since you've made these comments. So go Pacers is what Mama Miss says.
What? You hating on my
You trying to
Knicks?
fight with him?
Oh no,
Mama?
she's from Gary, Indiana. So I'll let you slide.
got you. Okay.
Tyrese Halliburton and the crew,
And,
they're good. It's gonna be a good series, but we're gonna win. That's all.
Cassiopeia is speaking to Mama. I love when you guys talk to each other.
Yes. Oh,
And-
wait. Do we have an announcement? Do we have a date
What's
yet?
the announcement?
Okay, I think we could fair to
What
say
are we saying?
the community. I think
Oh.
we are going to officially launch it on Monday, June 2nd.
Okay.
That gives us
Okay.
the
You know,
next week or so because we're just tightening up a couple
we're
things.
tidying up.
And we have the
I'm-
people who are going to be a part of it. But you guys, this is my monthly subscription group. $5 just to get in, $18 to get all the discounts and sales. For $18, you get both coffee talks, which are valued at $35, right? 13 and 22. You get $18. Even if you don't come to coffee talk, after they're done, they'll just be boom in your mailbox. 10% off of all of my services, and I do a ton of services: birth chart, relationship, astro, life coaching, all of it, moon tracking, career, hater, love chart, synastry, everything. And you're going to get exclusive content and discounts from my Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast guests as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And they gave some good.
I mean, could you
they
imagine?
Gave some great discounts.
So the coffee talks alone, if you buy both of them in a month, it's like $35. You're getting it for 18.
Saving 17 right
you're
there.
You're saving right there.
Then 10% off the services.
He's doing 3. So like you would
really
save. I guess, but we don't normally do 3. So we'll just.
But after being in the group for a year, you get.
What do you get?
A natal, solar return, or secondary progression chart.
Oh my God.
Cállate. Half off, 50% off. So this is going to be really great. I'm really proud. But in the community, we've got 11 different groups. Everyday spirituality, mantras and meditation, crystals, creativity, sharing your business, what's on your mind, astrology, relationship, self-love.
So basically, all these different groups will be places where you can go in and see,
learn,
share,
about the
things
and contribute.
That you want to learn about. And we are working to get different experts to be in these different spaces to share their knowledge, because that's
we got Paris Williams in the herb group.
Knowledge is love, right?
Yep.
So Paris Williams will be sharing her knowledge, her herb knowledge, and different things and special sales and all of that.
We're gonna have a lot of heavy hitters.
We also have a section, and this is what I'm really excited about, called Mind Your Business. And so often these groups come in and they don't really give you a voice. No, we want you to have a voice. We want you to share your voice
and share your business. We want to support and you promote your business.
For us to begin to look towards these businesses to give our money to, because
to support one another.
Economy, we have to be intentional. We have to be supporting the people and the things that we want to support in this world, because it's all energy. So when we give our money to Walmart, let's say, is that where you want to give your energy to? Does Walmart give the energy that we want to see in the world, in the way that they treat people, the quality, all that?
All are welcome. I recommend do the $18 a month, but $5 you can get in, but you're not going to get all the extra discounts.
You'll get the groups.
But you get the groups, okay? But I'm very excited, and there's going to be a lot of free information and knowledge and experts and but community, okay? And that sparked it just from Cassiopeia talking to Mama Miss. And Mama Miss will be sharing her poetry in there, her comedy, whatever she wants, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. When you join, you're not like just in some group. Like I'm on a Facebook group for Capricorn Moons, but a lot of times people don't want you to promote stuff. It's just, these groups are just like a bunch of people sharing stupid memes.
Well, and
I'm not hating on memes,
are put on by people who want to gatekeep and be the only source for whatever. And so if you do say things that they don't like, I mean, like, yes, will we, if you're saying something inappropriate, delete your stuff? Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, there's no hating and no disrespect in a group.
If you're attacking people, absolutely. But we will,
for positivity,
we want you to share. If you got something that you're selling that is beneficial,
promote it.
Obviously it's a group where we want to have respectful stuff. So don't put up some crazy whatever kind of stuff, that some people might find offensive or anything. Yeah. But if you're sharing like an herb or whatever, something
or a painting or a song
better the world,
or an album, or you're a tarot card reader or oracle card or a psychic or whatever you create. Yeah.
And in my mind, what I love, because we're entrepreneurs and we're always looking, entrepreneurs, especially solo entrepreneurs or small people like us, we're always looking for resources. Like, I can't do this.
I'm big. Big.
You're big. We're big.
Big E.
But my goal I would love to have are people in our group who, like, let's say there's an accountant and they're able to do that, and somebody has a business over here. I would love for that accountant, them to use that accountant, and that accountant to use somebody else, because I want to create that level of community so that we can become more and more self-sufficient.
Amen.
It is going to be important that us as
Oh, we got a
quote-unquote
category for health. That's another one.
little guys, we begin to support ourselves and take away our support from these big entities that really don't give a damn.
And the crystal group,
They don't really care about us.
Missy's Mystery, she's going to be
Yes.
sharing her expertise.
Yes, and let me
she
tell you,
knows
Missy is
crystals.
amazing. She knows
Her
her
crystals are
crystals
incredible.
backward, forward,
Yep, up and
upside down.
Yep.
Let me see here now. Faction, and thank you, Cassiopeia. We are, we're funny, but we just have fun. Faction 24, Vedic goes back 23.3 degrees. Thank you.
Yeah, I was close. It was like 21, 22. It's 23. Okay.
And then Cassiopeia said Draconic Aries moon at 25 degrees.
25.
I think you asked her that a while back. Sorry.
Yeah, but the degrees, 25. Okay.
Let's see. Hope.
That's got a Venus energy. So you about the money and the love.
Thank you. Hope says that I'm amazing. And of course, thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that.
She is amazing. That's why I put a ring on it.
And it's so funny. Like, I'm actually wearing my ring now. So often I'm running around. You know what happened early in our marriage? We were traveling.
On a trip. She thought she lost
I
her
thought
wedding
I thought I left my ring
out.
in the hotel room.
She was panic attacking.
And I called back to the hotel. I was just like, oh my God, And
Thankfully,
it was like,
we found
by that point,
it was what, hidden in your luggage?
Yeah. Right? And then so ever since then, it was traumatic for me to think that I lost it.
Now she wears it more on special occasions.
I wear it for special occasions. Otherwise, I'm like, listen, everybody know I'm married. I walk like a married woman. Anyways. And then Faction 24 is in Fordham when you guys were talking Bronx, sorry.
Oh, Fordham Road? Okay.
And then Renee Reynolds is
here.
Here.
I had a bunch of people that went to Bronx Science. A bunch of friends went to the Bronx Science High School. Yeah.
Renee Reynolds, are you?
Hey, Renee Reynolds.
Are you new?
No, Renee Reynolds been here before.
Okay.
Right, Renee Reynolds?
Has it been a bit?
It's probably been a bit. You've been here before. But let me start with the Gemini Moon.
Okay.
Then we'll finish.
And we'll get back to you guys.
Yeah. So it's hard because that means that she's got to stop talking, and now it's my turn. I'm joking. The Gemini. I just want to see what her facial expression would be. The Gemini Moon, but didn't that jacket look really cool? That's a cool jacket. So the Gemini Moon. What is the moon in astrology? It is your body, your health, your intuition. Many astrologers and spiritual people will say the moon is an indication of what your sun sign was in a past life. It's your mother, right? It gets into your health, and it's also the family you create, your emotional response mechanism, right? Your emotional mind, how you react and respond to others, right? The moon is music, memory, right? It's milk. Excuse me. So when you have the Gemini Moon, you guys, your brain, your processing system is like, they need a lot of data input and output. They will lose their mind if they cannot emotionally express themselves. They need that for intimacy and communications and relationships. They've got a talkie, walkie. Very quick mentally. They can deal with a lot of anxiety and stress. One thing that's good for Gemini Moons is lotion on the hands, lotion behind the ears and on the temples. Okay. What people don't know is, for example, I have my playlist. One of them is the top 5. When somebody was questioning or challenging me as if I didn't know what I was saying, and they were like, oh, why'd you put Aquarius as the number 1 Mercury sign when you know Virgo's at home and exalted? Yes, I do know that. I did it to make you learn and make you think. Because what happens is Uranus, modern ruler of Aquarius, is the higher octave of the planet Mercury. And what happens that people may not know, and this is for Moon or Mercury, when you have it in Virgo or Gemini, you can have a lot of anxiety, stress, and sometimes OCD, right? Or even autism. You have to look for certain aspects. So even though I am Virgo Mercury, and it is at home and exalted, which is why I'm so precise with the bars from Pluto to Mars, both chart rulers, sort of like slick on the microphone, mentally I'm more than quick. So you know what I mean? But there are issues that sometimes you can get too much worry, too much stress, too much anxiety. So I do think in some ways, having the Mercury in Aquarius is just a little bit more better because it doesn't do that in Aquarius. And in Aquarius, it can be stubborn and arrogant, can be a little fixated. It's not as adaptable and mutable, but they don't get into the anxiety and stress like a Virgo does. And Virgo does more than Gemini, but is at home in Gemini and Virgo, but exalted in Virgo. Capiche? So the Gemini Moon, though, you know, they are very clever, love board games. They need things to stimulate their minds. And they also, like, they love, like, IG, TikTok, Snapchat, because they don't like long form stuff. They want it quick. They need 60 to 90 seconds. They're like, I'm on to the next, on to the next. You know, Gemini Moons are very funny, very clever, very witty. They can do voices and accents. And, you know, they always have a response. They do have diary of the mouth. And, you know, my term of endearments, if you know my channel, you know, and I have them for each sign in a way. And maybe I need to do a video breaking them down officially. Scorpios, no shade, but I call Scorpios emotional punks because they are afraid to open up, right? They're so guarded. They don't want to be vulnerable. And they're very protective of, overly sometimes protective of their emotions, which can block them from what they truly desire of intimacy and soul merging. And Gemini is the verbal slut. They will talk to the person at the gas station, at the supermarket, the homeless person, the restaurant, the bank. Like, they don't stop. She'll tell you. She got a Sag moon. She argues all the time with the Gemini moon. And you know what I mean? And it's just one of those things where it's like, stop talking.
I have to learn that. I'm not good at that.
Well, but we're talking about the Gemini moon, stop talking. The Sag moon is just always pointing the finger out. Do the right thing. It's the right thing to do.
I'm kind of, yeah, that really bothers me.
Yeah. So, but it's okay because Gemini moons, at the end of the day, when they are mentally stimulated, they will emotionally connect to you. And as long as it's ping pong or tennis, I hit the ball to you and you hit the ball back to me. I hit it to you, you hit it back to me, right? They need that in a relationship. And that will kind of calm their moon down, right? Me, Capricorn moon, Hope will tell you, we need like quiet. And then when we want you around, we want you around. Okay? But otherwise, we're working. Work. Let me see you work. Okay? But any questions about the Gemini moon? And obviously, you guys know with aspects, you know, you got some squares, oppositions to it. It can get.
Let me do a quick rundown of these things, especially if you're going to ask them questions. So, Renee Reynolds, it is so good to see you back. And Guinea said that. So, Guinea and Faction are basically, they're both from the BX.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's cool. I love when people make connections on our chat. It's awesome. And Amina, I miss
it, man. I lived on that 2 train, yo.
And yes, he was singing Confessions, and there's so much change going on. And that was Amina, and then Faction 24 Extinction.
But Amina, did you share your big 3
event?
Yes, thank you. Extinction level event.
I remember that. See that? Bananas. I remember. Thank you.
That album was crazy.
Yes.
Oh
yes, I remember that. That I know.
You know what's so funny though? His other albums didn't even come close to that one, right? If we're being honest, he had singles, 2-3 good singles, but that album, I think every joint and production, I don't know, I forgot who did the beats now.
Yeah, no, it was intense. Yeah. Okay, let's see. And then Mama Missed, she knew the name of it. And Cassiopeia says, I'm back. Lots of good people from Long Island. Love my New York friends. Yeah, I get they told me to get the PE jacket, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And then let's see okay. And oh, thank you, Mama Missed. I love it. It's one of my prized possessions. Looking around like around.
If she goes out of town,
if she goes out
of town, I'm gonna sell it, make a lot of money.
Oh, I would hurt him. Anyway, and yes, Professor Griff is short. Mad Griff is short. Yeah, sorry, and short, and again he said mad short.
Yeah,
and then Yuki Komatsu. Wait. Let me break this down. Yuki Komatsuri. I'm
They're
here,
new?
and I believe
Welcome.
that Yuki's been here before.
Yuki, you've been here before?
I
don't
believe
remember.
you have, but
I
you
don't
want to give us your
remember.
big three
You can share
again?
your
Go
big three.
on.
I don't remember, but
And,
welcome back or welcome.
Let's see. And then Cassiopeia said, I'm on it. I'm joining Coffee Talks.
Yes, Beyonce, yes.
I'm all about that.
And listen, email me, eric@BigEAstro.com, but you can pay the $15 now, book your slot, Cash App, $BigEAstro.
And then Yuki, I do have my own YouTube channel. However,
You guys go follow her, please.
He does stuff. I come on here with him.
Her channel is...
I occasionally drop things.
Her channel is Sabali Pure. She's bigger on Instagram, but go follow her, Sabali Pure. She makes the organic and vegan body and skincare, right? The seasonal lip balms, which I actually sold one for her this weekend at Missy's Mysteries. She makes hair, face, body oil, keeping this Venus on the ascendant looking good and smooth with the locks, right? She makes trace mineral deodorant, keeping you away from the cancer and all that stuff, our private dancer. And she's got organic tooth powder that makes your teeth
it's really
squeaky
good
clean and takes away morning breath.
You
I can
know.
turn over every morning and kiss her and not even have to be like, whoa.
No
like,
morning
there's,
breath.
There's no more.
I've been making oral care stuff.
Wait. You're stepping on my joke.
I'm so sorry.
There's no more Bismarck. You got the dragon. I don't have to worry about that.
He doesn't.
And as a Virgo, you
He
got to smell good and be clean
nose.
with me.
Oh my God, it's so scary.
My nose is like a superhero.
But yeah, so basically,
you guys want to see that new movie, Superman? What do you think about it? It looks interesting and corny at the same time. Are you guys ready for a black Superman? Because that's what it's.
Black Superman?
No, I'm saying, are you ready for one?
Oh,
should have been one. That's what it's really based on, right? The sun god Ra. I mean, if you know, you know. So,
yeah,
man, come on.
Anyway.
But do you want to see Superman, the movie? But any thoughts? I'm kind of curious. Oh, you guys missed it, but Mama Miss came. We did The Sinners. We did the movie and the birth chart. Fun. That was so much fun. And that was free. So, oh my God, I've done 4. I'm going to do 4 coffee talks in May.
Yes. So, yeah. And maybe we should drop some of these free ones in there every so often. Well, that was just fun to do something totally like.
But I will announce something. We'll probably do something over the summer.
Thing.
We may find like a good movie, maybe an oldie but goodie that everyone's seen, and just look at the chart of it and then talk about it and share, but something like interesting. If you have any suggestions, please put them in the chat or email me, eric@BigEAstro.com. Please go to the website and sign up for the newsletter. Later this week, we'll be probably dropping a new newsletter to get you ready for Gemini season, and the 27th, the Gemini new moon. Okay.
And then let's see. Cassiopeia said, finally a rational group. Yes. A rational group.
I know, right?
See, this is the thing for anybody who's been.
I'm making a group that like everybody wants.
Hope has been around, and Mama Miss has been around for a long time. People who have been following us, Danny, I'm sorry. Yes, people have been with us for like years. No, our thing has always been about trying to create groups. So this
community and family
is a big deal for us, and we want real, genuine connection.
And it's called the Knowledge is Love Tribe.
So I'm really excited, and it'll get better and better as it grows. But we would be so honored if you would come and join it.
You won't regret it.
And then
trust me, you're gonna have fun.
Let's see. Hope says, I love that group thing. I read tarot and such. Yes.
Yeah, and
Hope,
that's the thing.
You can come on there and share, and you could upload. Because the way that we set it is it's like
it's almost like Facebook.
It's like Facebook.
You can upload.
Except for what we're going to try and do is have each group, each section, you'll talk about those different things. So you doing that, you could put that under Mind Your Business, which is one of our groups. And then we have an everyday spirituality, because some people look at tarot reading as a portion of their spiritual practice and getting in touch with their higher self, right? So you might share different tips.
And some of you might not like all the different groups. You may be like, okay, my group is like crystals and herbs. Well, we got those.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be really cool.
As we have this and people say, hey, I'd really like to see this type of group, throw it out there. That's what this place is supposed to, and what our plan is be about, is giving people
we're working
a genuine place
really
to
hard
connect.
to give you something that will not only impress you, but will make you feel like a part of a real tribe and at home.
Yes.
That's what I really want. Because just like how I built my community here on the podcast, Knowledge is Love, well, that's what I want. I want to just share knowledge with each other, right? Like, just sharing like the 23.2 degrees, right? I said 21 or 22, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not like some arrogant human or astrologer. Like, okay, I didn't remember, I didn't know. And now he told me, right? That's knowledge. That's the exchange and the sharing of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to lift each other up. You know, I'm a Virgo. That's how I'm as a Virgo, right? It's like, I'm not analyzing, assessing, and criticizing, emotionally. It's just the facts, right? Like, oh, 23, thank you. You know, that's what it's about, you know? That's why I tell people, like, I'm not slim shady on like people that like Placidus. I'm just going to tell you, when you get into different techniques of astrology, the Placidus doesn't work when you're looking at aspects with trines and squares. It throws off the chart. And guess what? The moon goes to every sign in a full month. How are you going to have a house where you don't have Aries and Libra, but meanwhile Chiron is there, meanwhile Spica's there, meanwhile the moon's there every month, right? You have access to all 12 signs. So don't ever think, that's why I don't like the interceptions with the Placidus. And it could throw off the angles, right? If you're Gemini rising, your fifth house is Libra. It's not Scorpio or Sag, because that's not a trine. You got to know the basics of astrology, right? The trines are the same element. The fifth and the ninth house are the legs of the chart. The ascendant is you, your aura, your physical appearance, your outer mask, how you dance, upper jaw to the crown chakra, a rocket like Chewbacca. I'll knock you. You understand? So, and then that means the ninth house is Aquarius.
And so Mama Miss said, all of the above, sharing all of the mysteries of Mama. And like that.
I like that.
And Cassiopeia said,
and
this
Mama,
level,
you are mysterious, Mama. She be dropping some stuff. I love Mama.
I was like, what? I'm like, it took this long for me to know this about you? Where have I been?
Mama just
Anyways,
dropping it.
I thank you. Thank you. I have been enjoying some of your shares lately. Yeah. I really have. It's been amazing. But like, that's what I love about this group is that we have some really amazing people that come here, and it's not just about he and I. We just happen to be sitting here, but this group we're the home glue. It to be about you too.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Cassiopeia said this level of community is so much needed. Yes. And that's what we think. And
I hope you come join.
Especially
for real,
now,
please.
it's like we have all this technology that's supposed to make us closer together, but it's kind of drawn us further apart.
Yeah.
But now I'd like to make it more about everything coming together, not just solely coming together so that you can give us money. You know what I mean? And then we can sell you
that's
stuff.
Why but also, it's also about emotional support. Like
I
tell you guys all the time, I started Coffee Talk because it's like, number one, I want to teach it, but also I want to build community because guess what? I love talking about astrology. Most of my friends and family aren't into it. I got like 2 cousins that will listen to me and my wife, but she doesn't always get what I'm saying. But you know what I mean? I love to talk astrology with people. And so in this community, we'll be able to just like learn and exchange and thoughts and questions. And you're like, oh my God, this transit is like stressing me about this. And then you put it in the group and then I and other people will be like, no, don't stress this and da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Because you're not alone. You're really not. And that's what this is about. And so, we can support each other, so
they want us to think that there's very few people that are open-minded like us.
No,
but there's a ton
of
us out there. Okay.
Ton of people open-minded.
Amanda Lee, 33 Creations is here. Hello, Amanda.
She's been here before,
yes,
right?
Yes, you have been here before.
Hey, Amanda,
it's good to see you again.
Yeah.
Hello. Let's see.
Any thoughts though on the cusp or the Gemini Moon?
When will I be doing the sale? Mama Miss is asking when I'm going to do a sale on the tooth powder kit. You know what? I've had that on sale on and off. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure when.
But tell them about your sale now.
Until next month, because this month I am focused on the deodorant because I'm really passionate about getting women to move away from those things.
And men.
We have to know, and men. I'm sorry, I always say women, but it's women and men. And I actually have a fragrance that I've labeled Sabali Pure Men. And that's my cedar citrus, although it's a really cool.
Women love it too. It's just a real clean fragrance.
Anyways, I'm really big on that. And this time 8 years ago, this month 8 years ago is when I made the transition from commercial to natural deodorant. It was difficult. I was detoxing, so it was a little smelly. It was all this stuff, but there are ways
It's
to
worth it, y'all.
alleviate that discomfort, make it work, and it's so much better for your health. And literally now, I don't smell like I used to. It's so different, and I just think it's so important because there's so many toxins and chemicals in
It's
the deodorant.
terrible. Don't put
Foul-
that
and
junk
I
on you
use-
guys. You're killing yourself.
My deodorants are organic. They are made of over 94% organic content, which is huge because when you're using botanicals, if you're not using organic botanicals, you are putting those pesticides that were used to cultivate onto your skin. So that's not good. I do not use fragrance oils. I use natural essential oils.
Yeah.
Big difference. Even if they call it natural fragrance, that's bull crap. That's not real. They're lying to you. And these fragrance oils, they have phthalates in them.
It's dangerous,
They
you
have
guys.
other chemicals. Like whenever you see a fragrance, you've got other fragrance boosters in there, and those proprietary formulas of the formulas.
It throws off your hormones.
Of the fragrances
Everything.
have all sorts of endocrine disruptors, phthalates, all kinds of, and phthalates are connected to cancer, are connected to a lot of things, and they're in compostable cardboard tubes, so you're not getting the phthalates from.
Sorry, I'm yawning. The weekend has caught up to me.
It has.
I've been working so hard.
So right now, 2 deodorants, 25% off. 2 or more deodorants, you say 25%.
Type your thing
but
in.
I will put.
Just type it
I
in.
will. I will look at the 2-step. I will look at that for you.
No, but where you
Mama.
going? Oh,
No, I will look at that for you, Mama, but not at least until next month.
just
because
type in the website and the deal.
And I'll type that in. But I want to go through all these people. Chelsea Brooks is here.
Hey,
Hello,
oh my God, where you
Chelsea.
been, Chelsea Brooks? How you feeling?
And
Welcome back.
E says, or E Claybrook says, so double sun and moon means I've been through the same thing last time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically. Because the south, but see, it's weird, right? Because this is not official, but most people say that what the moon is what was your sun sign. And then the south node is either your moon or your rising, in terms of a past life energy. But, definitely the moon, your natal moon is what your sun was. But let me tell you this, drop this jewel on you. Whenever the moon in transit returns back to your natal sun sign for that 60-hour period, you should at least fast, no drugs, no sex, no alcohol, no cursing, no meat for at least 48 of those 60 hours. If you could do the full 60 hours, great. But it's a way to reactivate your body each month on the cellular level. So eat really clean, juicing, fasting, and eating intermittent fasting, eat with the circadian rhythms of the sun, meaning no food after sunset, which now it's later, but just, you don't want to eat too late because it takes 4 hours for your food to digest. So if you eat at 8, it's still digesting at 12. You go to bed at 10. That's not good.
Okay, we got to get moving. We got all these people here.
Oh, that's
okay.
Great.
Let me see. If I missed some of you, I apologize.
Just read
let's
the
see.
important or the.
Hope said accurate for Cap Moon. Mom, yes, LOL, accurate for her Cap Moon mom. And then Amina said Herb Bay triple Scorpio. Oh, okay.
Who said that?
So
holistic herb base here?
Yeah, I'm assuming. All right, so you're holistic herb base. That's Amina. Nice to see you.
From IG.
From IG. Yay! Thank you for coming.
Last week is so crazy, but maybe not Monday. We're gonna get back to IG Live Lunch with Eric, but this week is just super busy.
It was a crazy week.
Well, actually, I'll probably come back Tuesday. Can't even do it tomorrow.
They've been putting us through some shit. Okay, let's just keep it real.
People are messing with our kids in school,
y'all. When you do that, you make me a wreck. I make him a wreck. We're all a bunch of wrecks, and it doesn't work.
But we also don't play that. Homie don't play that. We had to check some staff and teachers.
And this is the problem. And what I've come. Okay, so this is what's really trippy. All right, so we're going through all of this stuff with the school district when we're just realizing that our values and the school district values do not align. And the reality. Well,
honey, just the school. Don't just say the district. Well, each school is different.
Yes, but I actually believe that it's part of a bigger cosm.
It is, but we've had some other schools that are okay. So we gotta just.
Anyways, on Saturday night, I was going to pick up my son, and there was a snake. Like I had dropped him off. I went back to the same place to pick him up, and then there was this dead snake in the road. And I was like, oh, that's weird, you know? And then the next day I was out someplace and I saw snakes, and I was saying to somebody, I wonder what this means. And our friend Shannon, who is an intuitive, she's like, you're shedding something. There's something you've got to let go of. And it's kind of relays back to when he talked about Job's wife and looking back. You got to let go of things. And so I'm really coming to this understanding that some of these systems that are,
They don't serve
they
you.
don't serve me, and I have to just let them go. And for me, it's the public school district or school or whatever it is, but I'll call it the district. I don't think any of it serves me. And then Kim Kalia is here. Hello,
Hey,
hello, Kim.
It was so good to see you again at Coffee Talk.
She's here, but been out pet sitting. I hear it, girl. Go make that money, girl.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Yes, and we need good pet sitters. So you know what? In the group, you'll have to share when we have that up.
Yep.
The Black Superman was Meteor Man.
Yes. And I love Robert Townsend, but yes, but no. Okay. Definitely yes, but I'm saying like actual Superman movie and make him how he's supposed to be. That's all I'm saying.
And Chelsea Brooks says, my man is here too, Dustin. Hi, Dustin.
What up, Dustin? They
And
call him D Nice.
Cancer Sun, Cancer Sun, Gemini Moon, Libra Rising.
Wait, is this for Dustin?
Yes.
Okay, wait.
So Cancer Sun,
Yes.
Gemini Moon, and Libra Rising.
Libra Rising, the Gemini Moon in the 5th, the Cancer Sun in the 10th. You will overcome all obstacles, Justin. You could work in banking, real estate. You could be a great writer. You definitely love to travel. You may speak different languages or just have an affinity for languages, maybe like spicy food and stuff. But wherever you work, Justin, you want it to feel like home or family. You know what I mean? You could work in education. You could actually be a stand-up comic. You'd be very funny and witty. Dustin, you make her laugh, don't you? That's why she likes you. Keep making her laugh. But
laughter is key.
Laughter is key. But also, you could come and go with that. Like maybe I don't know if I'm sensing maybe dad was a little strict or something, and mom had to teach you a lot of things, or mom was big supporter of education, something with that moon in the 9th house. But yeah, that's because growing up at home with the Capricorn 4th house, things were kind of strict and serious. Was your home run like a business growing up? It's like, do this, do that. You got to achieve hard work. Did you type your thing in?
I did.
Okay.
And
but thank you for coming.
And then we have Renee Reynolds. A couple of weeks, she was here a couple of weeks back, and then it was in jury duty. You had jury duty for that long? That means they chose you. What made you so special?
I don't like. Yeah.
She's like, I've been special my whole life.
Jury duty.
I hope it was at least an interesting case.
Yeah.
See, I've always thought, like, what would I do? Because I love true crime. So sometimes I'd like to be on one of those ones, but I don't know if I'd be good at being sequestered.
Yeah.
I don't know. Although maybe it'd be like a little mini vacation. I'd be like, I'm on vacation in this hotel. Just bring me some food. I gotta go. No. Can't talk to my kids. Anyway.
Wait. She would love it. She's a true Pisces, you guys. It was like a murder mystery case, like a whodunit, and the body bags were in the dungeon in the back of the house.
I just started a new Netflix true crime documentary just before we started this. I love that stuff.
Oh, tell them about the little girl, Natalie. She was watching. Did you guys see this? Tell them what you were watching.
Oh, Natalia Grace.
Natalia.
She was the little girl whose parents made her she was 8, and they re-aged her to 22 and left her in an apartment. She was like a dwarf and stuff. It was crazy.
A dwarf from Ukraine.
It's on the Hulu. So my son, my 25-year-old son, see, I gave him free Netflix, although I paid for it because Netflix cracked down. And he gave me his Hulu. And so I started seeing True American I don't know, something. And Good American Family talking about this girl, Natalia. See, this is where I come in for the comic relief. And
wait, but tell them, but as a family, if you guys ever...
In real life, this was like a real life story. It was crazy.
No, it's
crazy.
Really sad,
I could not imagine leaving one of my boys in an apartment in the hood with gunshots going off. And they're just like locked in there, or in there with
8
like
years old.
it's insane.
And she was
I
a
could
dwarf, so
not-
she had actual
and
health
she
issues.
couldn't reach the
She couldn't
cabinet.
reach the
She's like, it
it's
was just
sad, yeah.
I could not. It's just crazy.
But tell them, what's the special needs show we watch? Love on the Spectrum. Have you guys ever seen that?
That's
We love
it's
that
such a-
show. We watch it with
Guys,
the boys.
please go
You
watch.
gotta watch it.
Love on the
It pulls on your
Spectrum.
heart.
It's so beautiful.
Pulls
It's
on your
so
heart.
sweet. These people.
It reminds
are
me of the
so-
students that I used to work with
they're
in the
so
Bronx,
fabulous.
where I taught.
Anyways, yeah. So let's see. Chelsea Brooks says that she's glad to catch the live again, and we are so glad that you are caught us. And Jackie Washington is here.
Jackie Washington's in the
Yay,
house.
Jackie! And
Everybody say hello to Jackie Washington.
hello, Jackie Washington. And then let's see. Guinea says dope, and make sure cardology is there as well. Oh,
now
yes.
okay, now I'm gonna talk to Jazz and see if she will come and drop some, because I don't know cardology, but I am fascinated by it, and Jazz is the best that I know.
Yes,
she's incredible.
she's
Jazz
amazing.
Aphrodite. She's been on the podcast, and obviously I love her and Lloyd. But I'm gonna see if Jazz could come and drop some jewels in there. And I do think Queen B is probably gonna do some stuff in there, numeralytics for numerology. I'm gonna hook you all up. I'm not playing.
We're,
This community is gonna be dope.
Get better and better
And
over
time.
time.
It's gonna get
And,
more better,
you know,
more better.
What you also got to understand is that like $5, that's if you just want to join the group. This group, as we had to buy a bunch of stuff to put this group together. So like we're in the hole, trust me. And
But it's gonna be dope.
But
and you want to
we
wait, and you
know
want to
that
join
this
now
is
because
going
after
we're going
six,
to raise it after.
but after 6 months or 2 years,
maybe even less than that.
yeah, we're gonna raise. So join when I launch it.
Now.
Join, because then the free level will probably go to 8 or 10, and then
the $5 level.
The $5 level will go to 8 or 10, and then the
18 will go up to
probably
about
to 25.
28.
25.
But we want to get people in, and
We
if
wanna
you're
get you in at a
then
low
you'll
rate.
be in.
Yeah, you're in at that rate.
okay?
Yeah,
So, you know,
it's gonna be dope though. I can't wait.
let's see. And then Kim says, anything to help keep me from sweating so much. You know what, sweetie? Unfortunately, you can't really do anything on that. I mean,
but I want to tell you this: you want to sweat though, because you're releasing toxins, right? Pigs don't sweat, and that's why you shouldn't eat the swine. You're supposed to sweat. That's how you get toxins out of your body. Now, yes, as men, women, we don't like to sweat all the time and this and that. But with her products, right? And the key is, even for the fellas, you got to trim the hair down really low under your arms. And you can always reapply, especially in the summer, midday. But you may get a little damp, but your sweat actually will not smell once you start to use her products.
You know,
that's the positive of it.
That's the thing about it. Now, I mean, Kim, when you say you sweat a lot, I don't know. Because I mean, there are some people who have a lot of sweat. We're talking sweating through clothes multiple times a day kind of sweat. That's, you know, and that is a hard thing.
That's why they make tissues.
But with that, I would look more towards even padding or something under it. I don't know.
But it's never worth the chemicals.
Do things with Botox.
Yeah, but it's
to
never
get that
worth
injected.
The chemicals. Yeah.
But that again, I don't know how I feel about Botox.
No,
you know,
it's not natural. If it goes against God, it's not natural.
You know, but I mean, but with that being said, it's easy for me not having. I mean, I have sweat, but not having. Some people have a lot of sweat, so it's easy for me to say that.
No,
and
we're surely not going to judge. We're going to try to just get you answers in love.
You know? And then I have heard that they're doing some kind of laser stuff, so I would look into that potentially, as long as the lasers don't actually close your sweat glands, because you don't want that to happen either. Because as my husband was saying,
I would not do anything that is not
our
godly.
bodies are designed to sweat.
We have to sweat
and pass those toxins out. And if, let's say
that's your waste system from the lymphatic tract.
Yes, exactly. And if you were to close those pores for any reason, and you could not
dangerous.
Sweat,
the girl is dangerous. Your body is dangerous.
We don't want you to have a dangerous body, not in that way.
Not that way.
But anyway, so that's something that if you ever want to have a conversation with me, we could do that.
Reach out to her.
Anyways, Mama Miss said, as someone with allergies and eczema, I avoid anything with fragrance because they
That's
put
right.
anything in it and they say it contributes to the, you know what? It's very, very
you gotta
true.
protect yourself, you guys.
And they're proprietary formulas, which means they don't have to tell you what's in it. And even though you go, oh, well, it's not very much, it doesn't take very much to throw off your entire endocrine system, which can cascade through.
So let's get through because we're going to go in like 5
minutes. And then Amanda Lee says, does it help dry mouth? Are you talking about the tooth powder?
Yes, she is.
I haven't thought about that, but I will say this: it detoxifies your mouth, and it does.
And she's got diatomaceous earth that will help with inflammation in the gums.
Out,
yeah.
And I've got
you'll be good
to help with gum inflammation.
It's
and
so
it really.
good.
But my point is it helps to balance the natural bacteria that are in your mouth to keep like the ones that you need. And
wait, I'm gonna give you an example. Her stuff is so good that even if we got divorced, I would still use her stuff. That's how good it is.
Oh,
and we're not getting divorced, but I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't want to go back. I'm surely never going to use Colgate, Aquafresh, and Crest again. You understand what I'm saying?
I can't even use those things anymore. Like now, when I taste them, I can taste all the chemicals
because they put dish soap in it. Okay, like
they put a lot of stuff in it. Terrible. I mean,
and you don't want no fluoride.
So for dry mouth, I can't 100% say, but
just tell her
to
reach out to you. Let's get back to the chat,
which is going to be good for that.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's see. Jackie
reach
Washington, have you ever heard Harry Mack rap?
Yes, he's a freaking beast. He is probably one of the best freestyle MCs I've ever heard.
Yeah, so she's just saying what he does.
It's crazy, but I can do that. But I will tell you, I'm not in practice. But when I was younger, that's how I used to get down because I would be at a party. Right when I was at University of Maryland, and the only time I took a break was to like puff the L. So I would have each person in the room pick a topic. Whatever topic you picked, I rhymed about it off the top. This is when I used to rhyme. You guys know the MC Cannabis. I used to rhyme with cannabis down in Maryland. MCs would come down. We used to the WMUC, the Muck. Was a big radio station at the University of Maryland, and MCs would come through. I mean, I'm nice now, but I was like murderous nice. 20 like early 20s to like late 20s, early 30s, I was a problem because I was rhyming all the time every day and I would battle and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Now I play with it, but I'm not like as nice as I used to be. But I still got one good album left in me, and you're going to get it. God told me to tell you.
You're going to do it. So Mama Miss said the school systems are just another arm of oppression.
Yeah.
100,
Rockefeller school systems.
Like the last.
They want workers.
The last time that my son was sent to the principal's office because he blew his nose and he put the Kleenex on the table and went back to doing his work. The white kid next to him did the same exact thing, but they yelled at my son, pulled him out of class and sent him to the office. The white kid was like, that's racist, and began saying, that's racist. Why are they doing that? Like, this is the white kid saying this, and my son's being said,
it's his friend.
My son gets down to the principal's office. The principal sees him because we've been having all these issues. And he says, get out of here. I don't want you here. What? Like, did you think I just walked here in
No. He said, I don't want to deal with you or your mother.
Yes.
I don't want to deal with that.
Can you believe that? Like
a principal said this to a child.
A principal said that, and he says it to my son. So my son says, you don't know my mother.
And she's stressed out too.
And because he said to her, your mom stresses me out. And that's what my son said. So my son is very much like, he will stand in his truth and speak it, which I try to teach him sometimes. You got to like back off of it a little bit. But
he's his father's son. He got a little militant.
You know what I mean? But when you talk about the arm of oppression, what I don't like about these school districts is that the reason why they don't like me is when people did stuff like that throughout the year, I would bullet point by point and say, this is wrong, this is wrong, can you explain this to me? Why is this okay?
We put it back in their face. They didn't like that.
They never wanted to answer the questions. Yeah. So because I kept asking the questions that they didn't want to answer, why is my son being sent down to the principal's office for blowing his nose?
And wait, this is because they don't allow the kids to get up and throw the tissue in the trash. So 2 other kids had their tissue. Even his brother was one of them, had the tissue on the desk, but they pointed out our chocolate son, not the light-skinned one.
You know what I mean? Okay. So as I point out these things,
we don't just cry wolf just to be crying wolf. Like we've been dealing with some stuff.
Because I'm asking the questions. and now I'm the enemy. And I mean, a principal being
Could you imagine a principal doing that?
unprofessional
It's
to
disgusting.
then tell a child, I don't want to see your mother.
Or see you.
What? Like, and see, that's the type of stuff. And I can't be with any group that will want to hold 11-year-old children more accountable for their actions and their words
Than
than they
adults.
want to hold themselves. It's a problem for me.
Okay, let's finish.
Anyways, I'm sorry. It gets me
It's
hot.
been a rough
It's been a hot 2
It's been a
weeks.
rough year.
It's been a rough
but
year,
it's been
but
a
the
rough
last few
2 weeks.
have
last
had
3
me
weeks.
on the edge of losing my sanity.
Yeah.
Anyways, Renee Reynolds says transformation, which
Amen.
we're all trying to get to, girl.
And that's what that Scorpio full moon was about. To move
and-
forward, to walk into the new reality, saying goodbye to the old structures and systems and so old ways of yourself, and moving into really co-create and with spiritual discipline, an open heart, open mind, being your true authentic self, tapping into your intuition, speaking from your heart through your throat chakra, speaking truth. That's what it was all about. We had the fixed Grand Cross. That's what that Scorpio full moon was about, you guys. Go ahead.
Exactly. Mama Miss is saying the etymology of education means to take out and then form the school system to pull us out of our indigenous organic cultures. 100.
Yeah.
100.
I would
Got
love
you.
to reinvent and open up mystery schools to really
That's what
teach
we
these
need.
kids.
We need mystery schools to teach entrepreneurship, to teach herbalism, to teach organic growing and planting,
Science, math,
and
business,
healing,
financial
you know
literacy.
what I mean? Energy work.
Yeah.
Get us some free energy so I don't have to pay a $400 to $600 APS bill just because I live in a hot climate. Anyways, don't get me started. Okay, Mama, you hear me?
Oh, we got the little, we got her kind of saucy.
I am.
You see her hyped up?
I am. I'm just.
She gets, you gotta
Anyways,
watch her.
yeah. So Renee, you'll find out eventually. It was emotionally draining case. It wasn't a couple of weeks. It started Monday and ended Thursday. I'm still recovering. Oh.
Scorpio full moon.
Oh,
the
my.
case.
The
The
case.
case. Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I
Jury
will.
duty.
Yes. Well,
Emotionally
you let us
draining.
know.
Wow.
It's, yeah. Anyways, and then is jury duty 12th house? That's what Mama Miss is asking.
Yeah, well, it's jails, prisons, hospital. I would say jury duty is probably 12th house. Yeah, it's a little 12th, third house energy, but it's 12th house mainly. Yeah.
Mama's saying that when I said the Hulu, it's hilarious. Girl, I know. Sometimes I gotta just get a little.
Sometimes she's so ghetto.
I just dipped my toe in the ghetto pool.
The
Anyways,
Hulu.
this is Yuki.
Like she's 93. I'm over here watching the Hulu, baby. You turn on that Hulu. Turn on the Hulu for mama. No, not the voodoo. Turn on the Hulu for mama.
Anyways, Yuki, I remember you, but she's giving us her stuff again. So Cap Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Scorpio Ascendant. So Scorpio Ascendant.
Cap Sun in the 3rd, Aquarius Moon in the 4th.
Yes.
So, Mom, you could have been a little detached. You know, you're here to break generational curses. Something happened during your pregnancy, preeclamptic, jaundice, to umbilical around the neck, emergency C-section. Cap Sun in the 3rd house, and you need to be in drier climates. Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, some dry parts of Cali, but I wouldn't go to Cali. Cali will not survive 2036. It's time to go. The next dragon year, I don't think it's going to make it past that. But, when you're Scorpio rising, know that you never go broke and homeless. Sag 2nd house, you always will get the bag when you need it. And the ancestors are protecting you and watching over you. But you will go through many transformations in your life, many deaths and rebirths. Trust me, Cap Moon, Virgo Sun, Scorpio rising. And just, you're super intelligent. And, but you just have to remember that the sun and the moon are both ruled by Saturn. So there's a lot of karma and karmic debt with mom and dad too. Could be past life or things with Aquarius. There's karmic debt you have to pay off to the mom. Okay. And the Cap Sun, Benjamin Button effect. As you get older, you'll look more better, and get more youthful. So tell everybody, kiss your grits.
Let's see. So Mama with Miss said she watched the movies, not the seasons. Kim Kalia talked about the telepathy tapes podcast. I'll have to check that out. And you know what?
I heard something about that.
There are
We talked
different
about it.
movies or television series, like short ones, like a 4 to 6 episode or something.
But we need something that
Like, if
everybody
we
can
could
watch, and then we
pass-
come and talk about
and
it.
we could talk about. I'd love to be able to do that, and maybe I don't know how.
Oh, wait a minute! Did you guys see Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman back in the day, Stanley Kubrick?
Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut.
I never saw that.
Ooh, that's a deep one, especially with all that's coming out now, like Illuminati, Secret Society.
I think I was
love
in,
that movie.
What year did that come out?
That was in the
late 90s, early 2000s.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
See, because that was when I was in the Christian cult. I used to be in a cult. It's a whole long story, but I wasn't watching those types of smut shows, so I missed that one. But I had to go back and watch it.
And the people at that church were probably in there too.
Maybe. Anyways,
yeah, Eyes Wide Shut is a deep one.
I was in a Christian cult. Anyways, but I learned the Bible really, really good. Like, I know that. Anyway, Mama Miss said that Botox is bovine, so it's definitely toxic.
Yeah, you don't know. Botox.
I don't
know why you
but
thought
again,
about that.
Taurus giving. We have a new person.
Taurus giving.
Okay,
hey, Taurus giving.
And this person has gone with all the little symbols, and I don't have my T-shirt on to like tell me. So we've got. Is it okay? Okay. Oh man, we've got the little symbols here, and she's giving her sun, moon, and her sun, moon, and rising. Is it Libra? Libra has like the little
hat over the line.
No, that's not it.
Aquarius, 2 straight squiggly lines.
No. I'm so sorry. So listen, you know what? I'm just married to an astrologer. I have no idea what the zodiac gifts are. So now I gotta actually Google this stuff.
Yeah, that's a hard one for her.
I'm so sorry, guys. Give me a second.
We gotta just order the shirt.
I do.
It'll be her podcast
I actually made a shirt, and I'm gonna start to wear it. I just have to buy it.
You gotta buy the shirt.
Okay, so Aries. See, I knew it was like a ram or something.
That's so easy.
I knew it. Well, I knew it was. That's why I said the horns, because the ram.
You didn't say the horns. You thought it.
I thought the horns. Yes, okay, I thought I said the horns.
No, because then I would have said that.
Listen.
Pisces Mercury.
I did know that she was a Taurus giving, or GVNG. Is that giving? I know. I'm making it Taurus giving.
Just give me the big
anyway,
three.
So she's an Aries rising, a Taurus sun, and a Scorpio. Is it Scorpio? No. I'm so sorry. A Leo moon. God. So Aries rising, Taurus sun, Leo moon.
Leo moon in the 5th, Taurus sun in the 2nd. You could do well in cooking, banking. You're one of the most rare, authentic rising signs, Aries and Pisces. Leo moon in the 5th, sun and moon in the square. So hopefully mom and dad stay together. Could have got divorced when you were young. You're very creative and talented. You can turn the creativity and hobbies into your career, and everything you do needs to be from your heart. But with the Taurus sun, you could get into landscaping, property management, real estate, banking, financial planner. But you could literally just be an artist, a painter, a designer, a singer, a rapper, musician. You're very creative and artistic. So don't ever play small. Your throat chakra is wide open. And hopefully you tapped into this energy yesterday and today, the sun conjunct Uranus. And I'm sure you probably have been earning money in different ways. Maybe since 2018, you started to really get into crypto or something around jewelry, crystals, and gems. Probably have a very powerful voice. Could be a singer, but you could also be in the fashion design, interior designer, decorator, but very, very artistic and talent. And your key is to move and speak and live authentically from your heart chakra. All right. And reach out. The sale's almost over. What are you waiting for? You got to the 20th. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Risings. Eric at BigEAstro.com. 206, 90 minutes over Zoom will change your life forever.
And then Jackie Washington said, question for a variety.
Answer.
For variety, would you consider having a husband and wife couple on a talk show about cardology? I'm taking their classes and had a session with them. Oh. So
that would be kind
yeah.
of cool. Like couple to couple. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. And we haven't started yet. We're supposed to start our relationship podcast, Tailor Made Love.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that we may probably get to launch
something
over
that-
the
yeah.
summer. We've been
kind of
we've been under attack with this
and
school year.
and we've been
It's
under,
been, yeah.
that's been the thing.
That's
Like,
been,
and when I get attacked with my kids, everything stops. I just like, and I'm really thankful that like honestly, I thank God that somehow we get covered to like keep the lights on and stuff when this stuff happens. Cause he says he's stressed. I've been stressed. But anyways,
but I have to be stressed.
He's
and
got to
still
be
work.
strong for both of us. So,
And still make the bag.
Okay. So E. Claybrook says, I'm ordering some of your tooth powder. I stopped using regular tooth powder for almost.
Praise God.
Thank
you will love it.
And
Order
you
it,
know
please,
what?
you guys.
Just so you know,
Her
on my
stuff's
site,
really
there's
incredible.
a shakers it's 1.3 ounces and it's $17. There's the refill, it's 3 ounces for $24. So obviously you get a lot more product for less, but you don't get the thing. So if you want to, you can order like one or the other. And I also have kits, and the kits include the dental floss
and the tongue scraper.
I have tongue scrapers, which I don't know if I have both my tongue scrapers up. I had to make sure. I have a tongue scraper, which is really good. It takes 67% more bacteria out of your mouth. It also, your tongue, actually like your feet, connect to all of your organs. There's points on your tongue that connect to all your organs. So by doing that tongue scraper in the morning and night, you actually are activating your organs, which is really, really healthy for you. But then the dental floss, will you stop that with your tongue?
We were just talking about this. Sorry, I have a big tongue.
He's so nasty. Anyways, the dental floss, I have a charcoal one that's for antibacterial. Sit up. And then I have the coffee one, which attracts the plaque. And they're all with essential oils and coconut oil, so it's good stuff. You know what? Get out of here.
I didn't say anything. I'm a good boy. What? I'm a good boy. What did I do?
Listen. We're almost done.
I get, when I'm tired, I get silly.
Xylitol for dry mouth. And you know what? Thank you, Hope.
Yeah.
Because xylitol is one of the main ingredients in there.
Yep,
because xylitol is actually nature's fluoride, and it creates a biofilm on your teeth that make it hard for plaque to readhere, and it remineralizes. So it's a really, like, there's 3 remineralizers.
Listen, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Really, I'm telling you, her products, not only do they work, they're from the earth and go back into the earth. Her packaging's compostable.
It's really
there's
cool
really
stuff.
Not stuff out there on the market that's
really cool
you're gonna find better than her stuff.
Chelsea
for real.
Brooks.
Chelsea Brooks.
Right on. I'm too serious and saved by his wit, charm, and playful nature and his music.
Oh, y'all. Okay, good. I'm happy for you, Chelsea.
And that's Dustin. So sweet.
God bless you guys.
And then Mama Miss said they do all kinds of dirty criminal stuff in the schools. Yes, and I've seen it with my own eyes and ears as a student and as a teacher. You were a teacher, girl.
Yeah, we dealt with it in 5th grade too.
Yes, I mean, anyways, but what I've come to realize is that I have to understand this is their system made for them. I'm not supposed to be part of that system anymore. So I can buck it, I can get frustrated, but I've got to learn to shed it. And that
we're moving into the 5D. We don't want to deal with the 3D matrix.
Let's see now. Jackie Washington. I know you're a dope rapper because you're a Virgo. So sweet. Thank you. And then Chelsea Brooks, don't be sorry, hold your ground.
Yes.
Thank you, girl. Right, I appreciate that.
And we do have a great list of Virgo MCs, right? Dougie Fresh, Nice, Exhibit, Ludacris, Nikki D, E Complete, my homeboy Rugged and Raw, my other homeboy did my second album, True Speaker, Jay Styles. He works with Ultramagnetic MCs right now. Virgos on the mic get down. And Nasir Jones is, and my birthday twin, Big Daddy Kane. What else can I say?
So Chelsea Brooks is in my corner. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you.
Any last question? Hello, Majestic Alana. Yes, on the Gemini Moon or the Taurus-Gemini Cusp? And then we're going to go.
Okay. I'm sorry. We're finishing up, guys. I'm so sorry if I don't get to you. There's still more people. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Thank you all for
Telepathy
coming.
tapes is about autistic kids and their
Telepathic
yes,
kids, yes.
isn't that interesting? And you
And
know,
those are the kids that I worked with.
and you know what I've been hearing about lately? I've been just seeing it float around with the gifted and talented testing that they did. I was a part of that in the early 80s. I did all that stuff. Very
They were
interesting.
testing for the CIA and FBI.
And I was pegged as being gifted and talented. Anyways, Yuki said, oh my God, because I'm a teacher and everyone is always telling me I blend in with the kids. It gets worse the older I get. Thank you. Oh,
That's
you
that
do
Capricorn.
have that Benjamin Button
Yeah.
thing. And understand, Yuki, we are not against teachers. I just am against people
Bad teachers.
I'm against bad teachers. I'm against bad people in general. I'm against bad people. So just be a good person. Okay? That's all I'm asking. Be a good person. Let's see. Majestic Alana, Aries, Taurus, Leo, LOL.
Yeah.
And oh God, I was in a cult of Jehovah's Witness till I was 33. Girl,
Oof.
we might have to sit down and have a talk. I was not a Jehovah's Witness, but I was a part of a Christian cult. So you and I, you know what I'm talking about. I actually one day I should maybe tell that story. Let that freaky let that freaky side of Virgo, Scorpio, and Cap hang out.
I know, right? And she's hating on that. Look, she don't even like when I do stuff with my hair.
No, you could. I mean,
Oh, you don't mind?
Whatever.
I just got to keep my tongue in my mouth.
Yes, I mean, I don't need everybody. They say don't tell everybody.
Okay.
Your stuff.
Sorry.
Anyways, you'll get good opportunity to learn.
Is she blushing?
Anyway, yes, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, Jackie Watch says, I feel you, Alana. If you mess with your children, everything shuts down. Yes, it's like, ugh. And Mace was my favorite Virgo rapper, but Mama Miss is saying this.
Who was her favorite?
Mace.
Mace is a Virgo? Really? Mace Murder?
Murder Mace?
I liked him when he was Mace Murder. When he got with Puffy, he got too creamy. Who's hot? Who's not? He had bananas in his mouth. No, I'm not down with that. When he was making tapes with Cameron on 125th, Mace Murder, he was pretty good.
And yes, we are arming our children with as much knowledge. Now, sometimes they think we're weird and
Our
they
kids,
don't want it,
no,
but they got it.
We got some deep kids.
They know they got
know
it,
the
and
deal.
they are deep. Like you get our kids alone and you talk to them.
Did you guys see the interviews in Black History Month that I did with my 4 sons? Please go back and watch those podcasts. It was incredible. I learned a lot from watching it, but it was really fascinating. I want to take a snapshot of 25, 15, and 11. And
Mama missed it. Yes,
powerful.
he is. Okay, don't mess with Mace.
I didn't. When's his birthday?
She didn't say that. Don't mess with Mace, but
I didn't know when is his
the
birthday.
mama just said I was tested
Check
in
Mace's
kindergarten,
birthday.
8th grade, and they
Google
put me
Mace's
in the
birthday.
Midwest talent search from the state standardized test. Yes, and tell me this, Mama. Later on, when you went to high school and you took the ASVAB test, they told you to take the ASVAB test. That was for the military, and I had every military trying to get me to join every single branch. I got an offer to
see. We didn't do that in New York.
Air Force, Army, like everybody. Like there was not one person. My phone just kept ringing. I was like, I will never go work for one of your no, I can't. And God bless everybody who does it. I have nothing against it. I just knew that was not my path.
Check Mace's birthday.
Don't do Mace like that.
No.
Listen up, double up. And he tried to tell us who Puff was.
No, I knew who Puff was, but I'm going to tell you this though. But Mace, he got out, but he was in it for a minute. Don't think he wasn't touched.
At least he wasn't in it for an hour.
I think it's really time to go.
Mama.
I think it's time to go. But Mace, Mace is dope. He has some dope rhymes. You got to admit though, come on. After Biggie died and then it was Mace and Puff, it got super creamy. It did. We all adults here. Let's talk now. I talk hip hop. I'll be here till 1 a.m. talking hip hop with you. Mace got a little creamy.
Okay.
When's his birthday?
I do not know. I'm looking up the
Cusp
Costco organizer.
No, Mace's birthday. That's what I told you to look up.
I'm sorry.
Costco organizer. See, she's like a mosquito. How do we go from Mace's birthday to Costco organizer? That's my Mercury Pisces. They make you crazy.
It just popped up, and I was like,
No.
Cusp, we're gonna-
And she got
what?
distracted. See?
August
She-
27th, 1975.
Okay, yeah. So he's younger than me, and he's a Virgo. Virgo. I'm Virgo, Capricorn, Deacon. Virgo. They can be sometimes a little extra cream, but it's okay, But we also got Beyonce, Michael Jackson. Like, I mean, nobody does it like a Virgo. Now, in terms of MCs, though, even I would admit, Aquarius and Libra and Gemini and Virgo, those would be the top 4 signs, and then we could battle from there. But, Aquarius has got Logic, Rakim, J. Cole. Libra's got Snoop, Black Thought, Eminem, Lil Wayne, right? Gemini's got freaking Busta, Biggie, Tupac, Andre, Kendrick. I mean, Gemini probably takes the crown. But those are the top 4: Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Aquarius. And what's the common theme of that, you guys? Did you guys ever hear my theory that Virgo is the 4th air sign? Because we're ruled by Mercury. We're different from Taurus, Venus, and Capricorn, Saturn. Seriously, really think about Virgos. They're like the 4th air sign. That's my philosophy. We're going to get ready to go. I love you guys. Thank you. Do me a favor, though. Please, after we're done, come back and comment in live. Thank you, Eric and Alana. Nice show, this and that. Go check out her stuff. Follow her on YouTube and IG. I won't be on tomorrow lunch with Eric because I got a podcast 3 p.m. Eastern, but I will. I'll come on Tuesday. I'll come on Tuesday, even though I'm recording a podcast with Laura Bruno. That's going to be fun. And then just join me this week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I don't know if I'll be on live next Sunday. I may, because I want to get into Gemini stuff. So I may do it. But I mean, we got Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 live podcasts. Monday, 8 p.m. Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursday. I can't even think. I'm so tired. Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern, early. Live from a metaphysical shop, Missy's Mysteries, where I do live astrology readings every other month. I love you guys. Be safe, be smart, be careful.
Thank you, guys.
Episode 338, Knowledge is Love,
Thank
the
you.
Cusp of Energy. And go watch my video on the Cusp of Energy. I got 2 of them. The one that's linked down below, that's the newer one. The older one, that's like 7.2K. We got to get this other one up at 400 something. But please leave comments when you watch my video. It really helps everything grow in algorithms, including this one. You new people, please subscribe to the channel. My boy Goini. All right, go on and tell him from the BX and Bronx respect,
All right. We love you guys. Thank you. Bye.
God bless. See you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern.